do you?
Well, it's quite easy to blame things on stress. Alopecia areata occasionally is seen after some kind of psychologically very stressful event, an automobile accident, a death in the family. These are the cases that are written about. That might or might not be just a coincidence, but that has been said.
For somebody who's like real busy, like an actress or, I mean, their schedule is just all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
You know, last night obviously, you know, the big news.
They were all in one place.
Yeah. But they're working constantly. They're stressing scripts and directing and acting and all the above. And I know you just said stress could be one thing, but is all that piled up to be just?
Well, when you think about it, most of the people in the audience were in show business and perhaps were under a good deal of stress also, at least as much as someone with alopecia areata. And they don't have balding. So there must be something other than just stress.
Do people come in and tell you that folks make fun of them or you know, something that they want to hide? I mean,
well, it's particularly in young people that school-age children, teenagers, you know, that's very difficult to put up with people taunting them and making jokes about their hair loss and so on. So,
I'm sorry, Blake.
So that's always part of the condition. You want to get rid of it as soon as possible, or have your hair start growing as soon as possible. So there's that. It's not a pleasant thing to have, and to have people joking about your loss of hair all day long. And I guess school-age children have to be in class with other school-age children, and it's particularly stressful. Adds to the stress of the hair loss itself.
Now these were adults. I mean, this young lady obviously been going through it for a while. A comedian was making fun of her about things.
Well, comedians' job is to make fun about people, about things, and I don't think it's a very nice thing to make jokes about people who have problems that they had no control over and did not produce.
So, and I know we were just talking about kids. When someone comes in, I'm going to go back to that question. Someone comes in, because they haven't hair loss, do they somewhat get it mixed up or worried about a cancer scenario? You know, like, you see a lot of ladies who lose their hair because of cancer. Well, and you start to tell them, oh, we can work with it.
That's yet another kind of hair loss. Frequently, people who are on drugs for cancer lose their hair because of the results of the treatment for the cancer. It stops the hair growth from happening, and the hair falls out, and alopecia ensues.
So, my last question is, you're meeting someone for the first time. They come into your office because obviously they've been recommended or hear about you. How does the counselor part sets in with you? Because I assume that you first have to have a conversation, let alone before the diagnostic stuff goes on.
Well, generally speaking, when someone comes in with hair loss, they come in and say that they're losing their hair because their family lost hair, the people in their family lost their hair early, and they want to do something to prevent it. Usually alopecia areata comes just by itself. There's no particular reason for it in most cases, and it happens suddenly, and there are these little or sometimes larger areas of complete hair loss, and sometimes it's alopecia totalis, we call it, where the hair is entirely lost over the whole scalp, or alopecia universalis, where not only the scalp hair is lost, but body hair is lost as well. So these are the extreme kinds of alopecia. Sometimes systemic drugs, anti-inflammatory type drugs like prednisone are used to stop it. to bring back some hair if it's severe and not responding to topical agents.